Many of the most popular cozy games involve raising animals and planting crops, but that's not every gamer's cup of tea. In fact, all that you need to be considered a cozy game is be non-stressful, give the player warm and comforting vibes, and have a calming aesthetic, traits that each of the games on this list nail perfectly. First, Strange Horticulture is a darkly delightful game in which players discover and collect plants to sell at their new store. This is beyond any regular shop simulation game, however, with folks appearing in the store and it's up to the player to decide what each of them requires, from sleeping aids to something to break a nasty curse. Spirit Tea combines the aesthetic of Stardew Valley with the soul of Spirited Away in a sweet and cozy life sim in which players take on the role of a bathhouse manager who has recently drank some spirit tea, allowing them to see into the world of the dead. These troublesome spirits are lost and agitated, but it seems that there's one person who can help. A little to the left is the perfect cozy game for cat-loving puzzle players. Each level has deeply satisfying puzzles to solve by sorting and stacking household items, but there's no stress if a puzzle has a player stumped, as there are hints to call upon and even a pass option. Next up, Beacon Pines is a cozy interactive story with a twist, as the player is taken on an emotional journey with cute and mysterious characters. And once you've played through the story once, you can choose to return to key points for a replay, meaning no moment is lost in this darkly whimsical game. In Unpacking, as players move to each new location, there are boxes to unpack and items to store away. The unpacking and tidying elements of the game are charming enough, but the poignant plot is actually what draws the player in most. In Witchwood, players live as the Witch of the Woods, spending their days foraging and crafting spells and potions. This storybook-style adventure is full of surprises as the witch meets the forest's strange and wonderful creatures. Step into the mysterious world of the Duck Detective to solve the mysterious case of the secret salami as the great detective in his iconic trench coat and fedora. It's a short game, but it packs in a ton of crime-solving fun. We Love Katamari is a completely revamped and polished version of the original 2005 game. This time around, players have new challenges and shiny new worlds to roll around in. The idea is to start small and collect items in the right order to make the ball as large as possible. Little Kitty Big City is set in a colorful world where players control a cat who must find their way back home. Despite being a little kitty lost in a big city, there's no jeopardy, unless the barking dog counts. Instead, this is a short, relaxing adventure set in a soft cartoon environment. And lastly, Untitled Goose Game has become a modern classic since its release in 2020, with gameplay that can be chaotic one minute and then stealthy the next. Pull pranks, steal the locals' things, and generally be a honking nuisance in what's a great game for taking your stress out on the unsuspecting townfolk. And that'll about do it for our list. Thank you so much for watching, and go to GameRant.com for more like this.